Hello, hello, hello. I got something a little different today. This is a truck 360 safety monitoring function. This is supposed to be an add-on for track and trailer drivers. I was going to use this maybe for my boat, or I was going to use this as an off-road thing where I could see down beside my vehicle when I'm going off-roading. It's basically, it says a 5-channel 1080 HD camera. It's supposed to be a 360 monitoring camera. Works on Android 11. There's nothing on the back. Android 11, truck, tractor. You could use this maybe on a camping trailer, a camper, things like that. But let me show you what it is. Comes in a nice box. You got your camera, your monitor, and your accessories. And you have your manual. Tells you step by step how to do all the little stuff. Let's move along. Accessories. Let me show you the accessories. Ooh, this one's hard to get out. And these are the cameras and the monitor. Let's get rid of the box. Put the monitor off to the side, put the camera. And these are the 3 boxes that it comes in. Camera, accessory, and the monitor. Let's see what the accessories give you. Like I said, this is supposed to be set up for track and trailer drivers, things like that. For camper rigs, this is what you get. You get 4 plugs straight in, get your power, your video, and everything's hooked to these plugs. These are very tough nylon plugs. They're marked on there. Oh, maybe they're not. These are the plugs. They screw on. 2, 3. And then you get your power one. This one goes to your reverse camera. And it's even got a little water protector. Oh wow, you got 2 water protectors. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 cameras. So I guess you got 1 for reverse. I don't know. We'll find out together. There's your cameras. What you get. Those are your cameras. Another set of wires. You got an SD reader. Yeah, SD reader right there with some lights. You get some screws. Lots of screws. And let's see what we got. Now look at these cameras. These are some beefed up cameras. Like I said, they built this one to last. So you get 5 cameras. 2, 3, 4, 5. And you mount these in different locations. One for the front. However you want to mount them. It's how you want to do it. It's up to you. But these are metal. These are metal. They got screws so you can screw them in any position down the road. And these are all 1080 lenses. Alright, so let's see what the monitor looks like. Let me back them up. We have a bracket, so you can mount these into the dash. You got a bracket that screws into the dash. Got the screws right there. Allen going in, clips on. Let me pull this one out. Oh, I don't want to drop the cameras. Pull this out so I have a stand to put it on. All right, so you have little cushions where you can tape up. If you want to tape this to the dash, stick it instead of screwing it to the dash. This is what you get for hardware. Like I said, this is made for like heavy duty tractor trailer or somebody who needs this in order to go camping, maybe like a horse trailer or something like that. This is a good bit of kit. This is an expensive kit. And then you got these plugs. These are power plugs. And then all these little plugs here. What's the green one? Would be for the reverse signal input. The yellow one is for the constant. That's for the power. This one's the right turn signal. And this is the left turn signal. Now the left turn signal. So this one, if you turn your turn signal on the right side, it will switch to the right camera. If you turn your turn signal on the left side, it will switch to the left signal. If you put it in reverse, it will use this one and it will have your reverse camera on. It all depends on where your turn signal things you want to hook up. And the rest of them are just like video type looks. But if you look at this cable is built very well. Everything is set up on it. You got a little cushion. And this is the camera. There's nothing else in the box. All right, now on the back of that, that's a hefty plug. You got one plug coming out. Everything else gets plugged into the harness. Ugh. And now I'll show you how big this screen is. I was originally going to get this and use it as my reverse camera and all my additional cameras, but this is basically an Android type radio. Let me get this hooked in. All right, first, let me show you what's going on. The top, nothing. On the left side, USB and an SD card. SD card that comes with it is a 64 gigabit. And there's nothing on the bottom. On the left side, there's nothing on the left side. So basically your only option is a USB plug. So I guess you can put your music on it or something like that. I believe this is a straight on. Let me get this standed up and get things hooked up. Okay, let me show you how this thing goes together first. All right, like I said, this one's a beast. Your big wire goes in here. See the little nipples right there? You can only put it in one way. And then you screw it on. All right, so you get it in like that. And then, you get every one of these wires right here. You take your first camera, that's your first camera, and you're gonna put where you want these cameras to be. So let's put this one for the front camera. So this one will go into the front camera. And it just goes straight in. Got the little nipples, goes straight in, and screw it on. I'll get the other ones in exactly the same way. They say on here, front view, channel 1, channel 4, channel 3. It says all of them. And then one is interior. Yeah, that says interior, channel 5. So you got 4 exterior, 1 for the interior. Let me get these all hooked up and then we'll move on. Okay, here we go. There's all my cameras over there. They're hooked up. This is what your screen looks like. And this is your Android Auto. That would hook up. That would be your audio. So if you have an USB, it'll hook up. And you have your video. So if you want video playing, let's go back. And your BT phone for your phone, your playback. So you play back any of your cameras, your settings, your monitor. There's your monitor. So if I wanted to, this would be the front one. And this would be the, oh, wait a minute, the interior is not here. So this one would be the back one. This one would be the right one. And this one over here would be the left one. So all the little thingies are set up. You can set up the screens. You can set up the screens. You can show like 6 screens, working a recording off, on. Hold on, back out there. There's your normal one. What happened here? Monitor. Then you can move all this stuff around. Your settings. So if you go back here, you can pick which screen you want to see. I was going to use this for an outdoor, or able to push my my camper, something like that. I was going to do that, but you got the recording, audio recording, duration, quantity, frame rate. You have that 15, 20, 21. Parking monitor. So if you wanted to actually do a parking monitor, you can do that. That surrounds your whole car. If somebody hits your car or something like that, you got good view of that. Recording, frame prex, normal recording, 1 frame. Formats, you can, no, that's format the thing. Steering, startup, always, standby time, camera mode. You can do 5 camera. See what 5 camera looks like. There you got 5 camera. This is the interior. Yeah, the middle one would be the interior. So that one would be with the interior. So you can see the front, the back, the left, the right, the interior. So that's your 5 cameras that you're having hooked up. That's up to you how you want to do it. When you're driving, I guess you want to do it as 4 cameras. You can do 4 with 3. So you got this. I don't know what that one changed for. 4, 2. Oh, okay. Go. Back up. So it picks your primary, and then you got your front, your back, your left. You can set up all these in different ways. Depending on how you set your camera up, you can set it up to do different things. 5 all on one screen, 4, which is 3 screens, 4 is 2 screens. 1, you can do this where your front, left and right. So if you do that, then that's your front. This is your back, left, right. So you always have that on. You don't need to see your front. But you have options on how you want to set up your cameras. I'm going to just set it up on 5 right now. Camera mirroring, that's up to you, and you can mirror whatever you want here. It depends on if you putting your camera upside down, hanging it upside down, things like that. Let's see, playback. You got playback. You can watch your videos, stuff like that. Let me back out of that. Calibrate the rear view auxiliary line. Weather show logo. Let's see what the logo looks like. The logo is this M. More or less, you turn that off. Calibrate the rear, show rear auxiliary line, playback, things like that. This is all standard stuff that you can set up, and it tells you what everything is. If you want an interior, you don't really want to see the interior thing, but that's up to you. But you got options here on how you want to set things up. So the front, back, right, left, that's probably the best way to watch it. Or get rid of the front completely and just do the back, left and right. It's up to you. But there's some option thingies you can do here. Let me show you what's here. This is just a normal screen. It's up to you. Back, home, there's an SD card. Basically normal stuff. Let's go in the app. You got navigation. So you got a navigation built in. It's maps. If you have it set up to show music, that's from your little USB, Bluetooth. File manager, you got Chrome, you got gallery, you have settings, you have videos, playback, you have steering wheel settings. So if you have steering wheel things, you can program your steering wheel settings in here. Manual, Disney Plus, FM transmitter, so you can transmit your audio and stuff directly into your radio. So you just pick the station that has the most fuzz on it, where it's not picking up anything, and you find that station, you program that station into your normal radio for your rig, your truck, your car, whatever you want to program it into. Save it as a preset, flip that on, and whenever this is on, that preset is on, then it's playing anything that's coming through this screen. So this basically works as a normal screen. You got your G board, that's the little thing, GPS connector. That goes through your phone. The Netflix, Phone Connect, Play Store, Spotify. You have your USB GPS. You have, yeah, you can use a USB as a GPS too. It didn't come with one, but you can buy those. If you didn't want to use your phone as a GPS, you could use that as a GPS. All right, so let's go back to the settings. There's settings. This is a normal settings that you would have on your normal Android. Let's see, we got navigation, vehicle settings. You have lamp detect, brake detect. That's basically it. Navigation, display, setting, boot logo, things like that. Wallpaper. You can change your wallpaper. Does this come with any wallpaper? Yes, it comes with some wallpaper. I don't understand why it comes with that. That's gallery. Nothing in the gallery. So, all right. So you basically got the same stuff that you would have on your normal one. Contact. Yep. Basically, that's stuff that you would have. Now, the other thing that I want to show you is, let me show you what happens here. If you do your reverse signal. So if you, okay. So if you put the gear shift in reverse, then you get this screen. And then you do have lines. You can change the lines and move them around and stuff like that. Now, if I wanted to turn my turn signal to the right, this is what would show up. That's the right side. If I wanted to turn if I turn my turn signal onto the left, that would pop up from just changing the left turn signal. That's why it's important to hook up these wires right here. Because all you have to do is like, let's see what we got. Left one is blue. All it has to do is put a little power to it whenever you turn your turn signal on. And that will be your that would be your left side. And this would be your right side. Oh no, that would be your back. This would be your right side. And it says what camera it is up on the screen. So then when you back up, it would be a reverse light. So this is pretty neat that it's got all this information on it. This is a pretty expensive bit of kit. So if this is something that you're really looking into wanting or needing, then I would say go for it. This is definitely built quality-wise. It's built really well. And I like how easy it is once you get it installed, how easy it is to set up. Basically, yeah, you just pretty much got your screens and you have your Android Auto. You can play your music. So you can play your music and stuff like that. Your Android, you use your steering wheel to press up and down. And then you have your screen monitors. And you just let it run. You can record all this stuff. So if you get in a car accident, something like that, you got that. But my plan, I was thinking of setting this up for different things. I was thinking maybe I could do this on my boat. So I could put the back one way back in the back so that I can see out the back. Or I can take the front one. I probably wouldn't use the front one. But the left and right, when I make a turn signal, left and right. Or I was going to possibly take these cameras and point them pretty much straight to the ground. And then when I go off-roading, I can use this camera and have it on this screen, go off-roading, and point the cameras downward so that I can see everything that's going on around me. Instead of me sticking my head out the door and saying, oh, I'm so close to this, I'm so close to that, then I can use these cameras and they would work great. They are heavy duty cameras. Okay, this is the right one. These are heavy duty cameras. They're built very well. I mean, they got a couple screws on them. I mean, this is good cord. They give you good extensions. These are good extension cords to plug into. You just plug them in, and they give you a good amount of cord to here too. And they give you a little waterproof boot so that you can keep your water out of your connectors, which is awesome. They've thought about a lot. I like that. This is pretty cool. But if you got turn signals and stuff, you can use this to connect to your right or left turn signal. Whenever you turn it on, this gets hot. This will go all the way back to the plug on this wire, and then you would hook this wire up to that like that, and then whenever your blinker comes on, this would trigger, send power all the way back, trigger this wire to power, and when that wire triggers, then you get a screen that comes up like that. Oh, that's your reverse. But the same concept works. It's easy to hook up. Like I said, this is not something that everyone's going to use or even need. This one also has the interior cam. I mean, you look at all the cameras, you got your internal cam, all these cameras. But like I said, these are heavy cameras. Heavy duty, they're metal. These are good cords. They connect, waterproof. They connect solid. Once they're connected, they don't fall apart. You have good amount of wire. Yeah, these are nice. These are worth the amount that they're asking. And these wires, all the wires that you get and stuff, you're looking at a good amount of money. So, like I said, if you're going to use this for a camping rig, a track and trailer, a boat rig, I'm trying to think of what other kind of rigs you can do. But you don't have to use like the interior for the interior. What I'm thinking is I run 4 on all posts and then run 1 up high, like in the back. So I got 2 of them for the rear view, and then 1 close to the ground and all that stuff, and that would work pretty well. But it's up to you if you like it. I like this screen. I like this setup right here and how heavy these cameras are. I like the quality on the cameras, the quality on the wires. The plug actually gives you another USB plug, comes out of it. They give you a nice bit of wire, nice chunk of wires to put wherever you need it. And they give you a good amount to run all the way to the back. Something like this. This is a lot of wire. It runs all the way to the back. It's saying 15 meters long. So what would be 15 meters? 15 times 3, you're looking at 45 feet. I'll put a link down below to my Amazon for this product. If you like it, if you want it, get it. If not, like I said, this is going to be more of a niche thing if you want it or not. I realize, yes, this is a little expensive, but you do get good quality for this stuff. But I like it. I'm probably going to use it. when I pull a trailer or something like that, I'm probably going to use it. I'll probably take these and maybe set this up with a magnet, like a magnet on a board where I can magnetize it on top of the car, something like that. Or have these rigged up somehow where I can remove them and put them back on the car. But anyway, if you like this, like it. If you have any questions, put it down below. If you have any comments, put it down below. Right now, I guess I'll talk to you later. Bye.